dude. Welcome to the Brotherhood Brief.
Welcome to the Brotherhood Brief. We got the fancy microphones. We got the American flags.
New setup.
This is the way right here.
We
This
actually-
is the way. All right.
We actually sound clear now, unlike those other mics.
Yeah, this is the way.
I can
This is
actually
the way.
talk loud now without destroying the microphone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. And what do you want to jump into? What is the supplement of the day, and why is it important, Jacob? Come on, let's jump into
Supplement of the day. Let's go with creatine. I take creatine. Been taking it for 3 years, and I've noticed a increase in my water retention and my strength taking creatine. So it's a good supplement.
It's a good supplement. That is true.
No side effects to it at all. You could take it. Younger kids could take it. Older people could take it.
I mean, it's good for
Anyone can
everybody.
take
There's
it.
cognitive benefits as well, which is really, really good. Yeah. Have you heard of some of these Valley bike rides and some of these, what is it, Mount Whitney over there? Have you heard of some of the some of that stuff? I know David Goggins did some of it.
Yeah.
Actually, a client of mine did it, so maybe we'll get him on here, and he can talk about his experience going through Mount Whitney and Death Valley, and all that. And what was the video you wanted to react to, Jacob?
We're gonna react to.
For the last 2 years.
Oh my gosh. Jeff Nippard's back routine or back exercise that he rates. We're gonna do a rating ourselves and see how true it is in our eyes.
All right. Let's get that all set up real quick here. Let's add.
So you're going to hit a PR. What song are you turning on? Bench PR. What song are you turning on?
Right now, I'm in the mood for Skillet.
Skillet. All right. Like Monster or
Monster by
Okay.
Skillet is what I'm feeling the
Yeah.
most right now.
I like that. I like that.
But could be, that's just what I'm in the mood for now. I mean, it's going to be different depending on what I decide.
How you feel? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Depending on the mood.
Yeah.
So let me get this just positioned right for you guys, and we're going to jump right into Jeff Nippard's back routine, and we'll kind of rate what we think about it and
Yep.
jump into it.
Today was back day, so we're deciding to do a little bit more on back and react to a video. Just trying to figure out what exercises are the best and what other people think are the best for back day.
Yeah, and feel free to leave what you guys think in the comments or live chat. All right, let's pull this up, and you guys should be able to see which is this one right
Yeah,
here.
that one.
Alrighty. Let's just let that ad run, and while we're at it, let's make sure audio is going through. Yeah, all right. Let's see here. Skip. And let's start from the beginning.
Best and worst back exercises for muscle growth. Well, in this video, I'll be ranking 20 of the most popular movements on a tier list from S for super to F for fail. And at the end, I'll crown one exercise as the best of the best, raising it to S tier plus, and one as the worst of the worst, demoting it to F tier hell. And to make sure your favorite back exercise doesn't end up in F tier, it'll need to tick 3 boxes. 1, it needs to give a big stretch with high tension. If it doesn't give me a good stretch or provide high tension, it's going in F tier. No.
These are our favorite little crossbody. We love these. These are
Yep.
great. These are great
Yep.
because the way it wraps around and inserts, you can really activate those fibers. That motion across your body and driving that elbow down by your side. Great way to get good lat gains. Probably one of the most optimal back exercises you could do.
I agree.
2, it needs to feel good. This means it doesn't cause pain and it has a smooth resistance profile. Giving a good pump and a nice mind-muscle connection wouldn't hurt either. 3, it must have a simple progression. If you can't easily add weight or reps over time, it's getting knocked down. All right, let's get the worst out of the way. Renegade rows. These are not good for building muscle. First, they don't provide a good stretch because you'll come up solid against the floor. They don't offer maximum tension to your back because other muscles have to work so hard just to keep your balance, which makes it hard to get a good back pump. Sorry, Renegade rows are going in F tier. This is because the Renegade row is
What do you think on the Renegade row?
If you're in a pinch and all you have is dumbbells,
combine
it's
two
it's not the best exercise to do, but for a dumbbell only workout, and if you're doing a chest and back day, I mean, it's all right. You engage your chest in there. If you're solely prioritizing wide lats and lat gains, it's not the best. I mean, especially even with dumbbells, you can do a single arm row, get way better stretch, contraction, everything.
I hate that workout, so I would definitely put that also in F tier. I mean, it's not a fun workout, and there's much better options. So, yeah.
All right, you ready to jump back in?
Yep.
Sizes into one, a plank and a dumbbell row. Planks are good for your core and rows are great for your back, but when you put them together, you end up watering down the amount of tension that your back receives. And the same goes for other 2-in-1 combination exercises like the dumbbell row plus curl, or the dumbbell row plus press, or the dumbbell row plus kickback. This is because the smaller muscle in the pair will always be so much weaker than your back, so it'll always give out first. This leaves your back totally understimulated. These exercises will burn some calories and they will grow the weaker muscle in the pair, but they aren't good back builders. They're all going in F tier. Okay, what about the deadlift? Well, I am a big fan of the deadlift. I think it's one of the best exercises for building total body strength. However, when we look at the criteria for an S tier back builder, it doesn't score too well. It doesn't stretch your lats or mid-back much at all. It also doesn't take your lats or traps through an active range of motion. So any tension they do receive is isometric. And I don't know about you, but deadlifts don't give me a great back pump. And while they are easy to overload, you can always add some weight or some reps, that's usually because your hamstrings and glutes are getting stronger, not necessarily your back. As a back builder, the deadlift is going in C tier.
Dude, I'd put deadlifts in F. I absolutely hate deadlifts.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think they're I really don't think they're worth they're just not worth doing unless you're an Olympic power lifter. Overall, like, you're not really doing them for back. I mean, are they really hitting your hamstrings that great? Not really. I mean, it's a little bit of low back, but they would be F for me. They're not great. Risk to reward ratio on a deadlift is just so skewed. So
I mean, I like them
for fun.
For the fact I could overload them. I mean, when I'm hitting deadlift, I'm just going to overload it. I'm not really looking to get to isolate anything. I'm just looking for how much weight I could put on and how I could lift it. I mean,
yeah, you're going for, an Olympic lift and trying to get your best lift.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're trying to grow your back, I mean, is deadlift really going to help you get a better lat pull down or do heavier weight on your weighted pull-ups or anything like that? I mean, it's debatable, but probably not. It really just doesn't isolate enough, in my opinion, and it's just not a great exercise.
Yeah, I agree. It's fun though.
In D or F tier just because it will beef up your spinal erectors and thicken up that lower part of your back. But as a pure back hypertrophy exercise, I do think there are far better options. Now, if this were a lower body day, I'd probably put the deadlift in A or B tier, especially if it's done with a well-controlled negative. And since the above the knee rack pull is basically just a deadlift with less range of motion, it's going in D tier. Except, since it often damages gym equipment, hogs plates, and unless your name is Bro Jeff, feels pretty terrible, I'm gonna go ahead and move it to F tier. Okay, you're probably ready for some better exercises. So let's start with the wide grip pull-up. It offers high tension throughout the range of motion and a deep stretch at the bottom. It feels good, and you should get a nice back pump. However, pull-ups do have a tricky resistance profile. They feel very easy at the bottom and very hard at the top. This makes for not the smoothest feel. That said, they are very good for progression, as you can easily add 1 rep each workout or add some load with a weight belt. They also look cool, and I really respect pull-up strength. Wide grip pull-ups are going in A tier. Neutral grip pull-ups have all the upside.
Dude, I would... I would go. I would go. What is it? S tier is the top one. Yeah, I would go S tier honestly for the wide grip pull up. I love
agree,
wide grip
yeah.
pull ups.
We usually hit this to warm up on our back day. Either we warm up with that or we strap a 45 plate under us and we do as many reps as we can and always feel a good pump. Yeah, I love the
I mean,
wide grip pull-ups.
I think it's probably one of the best, especially for majority of the population, other than the gymnast and the freaks that can just do iron bars like nothing. I think in general, for most of the population, if they can do a pull up, so that's not most of the population. In certain little group of people that can do pull ups, it's a great exercise. For everybody, I mean, most people can't do a pull up, so I mean that's where they're kind of in this.
Yeah, but there's alternative options. I mean, you could put a band, strap a
Band
band
or
around
assisted machine.
yeah, assisted pull-ups. I mean that works too. There's no problem with that if you can't do a pull-up, and then eventually you'll work up to be able to do pull-ups. I mean, everyone will get there eventually if they work at it.
Wide grip pull-ups with slightly more lat emphasis. They're also going in A tier. Chin-ups with a palms up grip shift some back tension to your biceps, so while they are still a great upper body exercise, I'm putting them in B tier for the back specifically. Next, pull downs.
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
just because there's so much bicep activation in them.
I mean, it's a good back exercise to hit going into bicep because you kind of hit both at the same time. So usually we hit 5 back exercises. So if you want to throw in another back exercise in the middle to move on to biceps, that's a good exercise to throw into.
All right.
You think or no?
I mean, it's just in terms of back growth. I mean, it's not as good as the wide. That's why I think. I mean, it's a perfect B tier. It's higher than mid.
lat pull downs, neutral grip lat pull downs, and half kneeling one arm lat pull downs. Wide grip lat pull downs offer a big stretch on your lats. They provide smooth, even tension throughout the range of motion. They feel great, plus you get to sit down, which is nice and stable, and you get a fantastic combination of both lat and mid trap activation, and you can easily overload them by increasing the pin weight. The wide grip pull down is our first exercise being awarded to S tier. Neutral grip pull downs have all the same.
Yeah, that's perfect.
100%
Wide grip
that.
is completely perfect.
Try to hit that at least once a week, even twice.
Sides of wide grip pull downs, except they emphasize your lats over the mid traps, especially if you think about driving your elbows down. So they're also going in S tier. Half kneeling one arm lat pull downs are heralded as
those. The close grip and the wide. I mean, you kind of chain them in together. I mean, they hit a different angle, but I mean, most lat pull downs would be S tier unless there's some wonky grip that I haven't heard of before.
Oh so optimal online. So let's see how they do. High stretch, check. High tension, check. Good feel.
What's new with Google Ads?
Great, good old ads. Good old ads. Google Ads. Yeah, I so far I like everything. I'm a deadlift hater. I will forever be a deadlift hater.
I really don't mind them. I mean, but I usually end up having really tight lower back after it, so that's why I hardly hit them. But it's fun to max out on weight.
And they're easy to overload. You can easily add a rep each week and then some weight as you get stronger. There is a little less stability here than on a pull-down machine. However, you can overcome that by bracing against your knee or against an incline bench. Plus, being able to focus on one lat at a time is great for preventing asymmetries. So while I'm tempted to put them in A tier, I'm going to be lenient and put them in S tier as well. Now, the crossbody lat pull around.
I'll put them more A, B tier.
I put them
spin on the same move.
I put them A, and then this would be S tier, the crossbody.
Yeah, this would be S tier.
Where you twist your torso by 90 degrees so that you're pulling the cable across your body. This will increase the stretch on your lats even further. However, I find that despite the amazing stretch, a lot of people find the movement a bit awkward, especially at first, so I'm going to leave these in A tier.
Yeah.
Okay, let's cover some of the most popular.
I would switch those. I would put the normal one-handed cable pull down at either A or B, and then that one at S. We usually sit on the bench when we do the cross lat single arm pulls. It keeps us a little bit more stabilized, and it gives us something to kind of anchor ourselves with our foot against. So
That and you can kind of put you can kind of lean on one side a little bit and put an incline up. I've done that before. I don't do it all the time, but it's another way to stabilize that movement.
Yeah.
It is a little awkward though, but it is beyond optimal.
Row variations. Up first, the barbell row. It stretches your back quite well and it offers high tension. However, because it's not the most stable exercise, that tension will be dispersed to other stabilizing muscles like your calves, glutes, and low back just to keep balance. This isn't a huge deal. Your back will still get hammered and you can still overload this movement from week to week. But I don't think it's the best row variation, and I don't even think it's the best barbell row variation. So the standard barbell row is going in B tier. The Yates row.
I think that's perfect. I mean, the standard barbell row is fun, but that's about it. I mean, it's not really optimal. It's not great.
Yeah.
It's just right there.
I agree.
Is basically just a barbell row with a more upright posture and with looser technique. Of course, it's named after bodybuilding legend and 6-time Mr. Olympia, Dorian Yates. While the looser form will help you load more weight, it doesn't actually guarantee more tension to your back muscles because of momentum coming from your hips. And the more upright posture actually reduces the stretch on your lats and mid-traps. Sorry, Dorian, the Yates row is going in C tier. The Pendlay row is
that even lower.
That I don't like that momentum. I don't feel good pump after getting momentum like that.
When you start to bring your back up like that, you kind of lose the point of the exercise.
Yeah, exactly.
The opposite of the Yates row. Instead of going more upright, you go more bent over. This is good because it places your lats under a higher degree of stretch and tension. It also allows for more consistent progression since your form is tighter. So, assuming you do them with a controlled negative, I think they belong in B tier, although I could easily nudge them into A tier if we factor in strength development. They're just not quite stable enough as a pure hypertrophy exercise for my taste. So, yeah, they're gonna...
I'm kind of in agreement with them. I mean, A or B. I like doing them more bent over like that, but typically the amount of strain it puts on your low back, especially when you start to bend over that much, and if you try and load up the weight, it just becomes slightly. There's a higher risk there, so you kind of have to keep the weight lower, unless you're in a super, fixed position. So
yeah,
let's see what else he has.
B tier. The deficit Pendlay row is a Pendlay row where you stand on something like a bumper plate. This allows you to go deeper on the negative, meaning more stretch on your lats. I'm going to put these in A tier. All right, the Meadows row, named after the...
We do something similar to that, but we're standing on a little higher platform. We do it with the Smith machine. We do those.
It's a little more fixed of a movement.
Yeah, we like that. It's a little more tight. I mean, it's more stable because it's on the Smith machine. Yeah, it's more fixed movement, which I would say hits your lats a little bit better.
Easier to isolate and keep good form.
Exactly.
Great John Meadows, who is someone who taught me so much. So let's see. It stretches your back a ton. It absolutely smashes your mid-back with super high tension. And as long as you brace against your knee, you'll be nice and stable. The mid-back pump you'll get from these is unmatched. And as a bonus, you get to work on each side individually. This is definitely a personal favorite and easily belongs in S tier for me. The inverted row is...
Love those. When I went to 24, that's every back day I would hit those especially to warm up. It's such a good warm up. You get a really good pump from those types of rows. I absolutely love those. I would put it into S plus.
S plus.
S plus.
S plus over a lat pull down.
I love those.
An upside down row where you pull your own body instead of pulling some weight. They offer a pretty amazing stretch at the bottom, and I can't lie, they feel pretty great too. If you set it up right, you should feel nice and locked in, and you should be able to feel a strong mind-muscle connection with your back. However, they're getting knocked down for progression. While you can have a training partner load some weight in your lap, this also makes the movement feel really awkward, for me at least. And then, without the weight, you're stuck with doing super high reps, which is fine, but it is suboptimal once you go above 30 or 40 reps. So despite some positive aspects, I'm going to put inverted rows in C tier.
I like inverted rows if you're doing a progression of inverted rows, regular pull-ups, and then weighted pull-ups. So you go inverted rows, wide pull-up, and then wide weighted pull-ups. To kind of start off. I really like those for those first, warm up sets, but I wouldn't do it as a failure set.
Yeah, I think they're good for beginners who's trying to get to that point to pull-ups. I think inverted rows like kind of helps build that strength that you need. So I would like it for beginners. If I was training someone new and they were wanting to work up to a pull-up, I would start them on that.
All right. Let's see.
Dumbbell rows, the zombie corpse of Athlean X's exercise graveyard. Obviously, this exercise gets a bad rap online, but other than Athlean X, I've actually never heard another physiotherapist or exercise scientist express concerns about it. I've been doing them myself and with clients for more than a decade without a single issue. So let's see. They offer a big stretch on your lats at the bottom, and they feel nice, smooth, and stable. The main issue is, once your back gets decently strong, you may max out the dumbbell rack at your gym, which usually stops at 100 pounds. So they're getting knocked down slightly for progression, but I'm still going to put them in A tier. The croc row is basically just a dumbbell.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I
That's
mean,
perfect.
he goes up to 100 in his training facility, so it is progression issue. But besides that, it's a good pump,
Yeah.
good stretch.
I really like those. Those
Yeah.
are some of my favorites.
With looser form. So you use some leg drive and some momentum on the positive. Now, I'm normally not a fan of loose technique. However, where you're braced against the bench, the momentum here is actually more controlled and consistent than it normally is. Also, the momentum leans into the natural strength curve of the back quite well. It gives you some assistance in getting through the harder top half of the range while still offering a nice stretch at the bottom. I may get some flack for this from the technique junkies, but I'm putting croc rows in A tier. Okay, freestanding
I agree with that. I think that's one of the loose forms that I agree with that I like is those type of rows.
I think you start strict and then move into that on
I
the
agree.
set.
Yeah. Going up in weight. Yeah, I
What
agree.
the heck? Good, and let's see here.
rows. Probably the most epic looking exercise, especially if you look like Ronnie Coleman. But the problem is, I just don't love them. They do give a nice stretch on your lats, and the tension that your back gets will be high. I just find them to be annoying. Balance can be an issue once you get decently strong, and the other end of the bar will often pop up if you don't have a landmine attachment. You can progress on them well by adding reps or load, but they're getting knocked down in the feels good department for me. I'm thinking C tier, but I'll go ahead and put them in B tier.
Dude, I'm not a big fan of those. I've done them before, but
I don't mind them. I mean, I would rather do the single arm
yeah,
rows,
same with you.
but I don't mind them. I'll hit them once every couple back workouts.
Ronnie. Now, chest-supported rows give you all the positives of the freestanding T-bar row, but with a much more stable and secure feel. Having your chest supported allows you to focus all the tension to your back. These are an absolute staple and should 100% be included in your bodybuilding routine. If you don't have a chest-supported machine, you can do dumbbell Helms rows where you brace your chest against the back of an inclined bench. You can do these as T-bar rows or whatever machine helps you engage your back the best. Either way, chest-supported rows are going in S tier for sure. Cable rows are another
I love chest supported rows. Absolutely love them.
personal favorite. They may actually be the single best exercise that I know of for feeling a deep stretch on my lats, especially when I lean forward on the negative. They also give me a crazy lat pump, and you can always increase the reps or weight from week to week. These are going in S tier as well. Switching to a wide grip will shift some emphasis to the mid traps, especially if you squeeze your shoulder blades together, but that's not a bad thing if that's what you're trying to target. And wide grip cable rows have all the same benefits of close grip cable rows, so they also belong in S tier.
both
Speaking
of
of your
those are
mid
great.
back, the rope face pull is a very popular option. It does stretch your mid back well, as long as you pull your shoulder blades apart on the negative, and you should be able to feel a strong mind-muscle connection with your entire mid back. The issue is, they're a bit unstable when done the conventional.
I am a rope face curl lover. I love those. Rope face pull, not curl.
Last time you told me, you said they weren't optimal. Every back workout I try to involve these, and
No.
this guy told me
Who showed you them? Who showed you them?
I showed myself them.
I
Actually,
showed you them.
You did not show me those.
No, these
You
are
did not
actually
show me
great.
those.
These
No.
are great. These are great. But I would argue a wide row is slightly more optimal because you get if you're doing your rear delts on a different day, like this guy likes to do his rear delts on his push day, which is weird, but we started doing that. I wouldn't recommend doing these on a back day.
because the cable is always trying to pull your body forward, and so a lot of that tension is simply lost trying to keep your balance. For this reason, the standard rope face pull is going in B tier. However,
Ralph's shoppers get up high quality and down low prices.
Freaking ads. Gosh, YouTube is so polluted with ads now. Can't even get through 5 minutes of a video.
We need hymns.
No, we don't.
lying on the floor or by doing them seated, you eliminate that balancing requirement and you'll be able to overload them with much more tension being applied directly to your back. So I'm gonna go ahead and put both of these variations in A tier. They're close to being in S tier, but just looking at the other exercises in S tier so far, I don't think face pulls are quite as amazing. Definitely still an exercise worth including though, for sure. The cable lat pullover, or the lat prayer, offers a huge stretch on your lats as long as you bend forward on the negative, and you should be able to feel a strong mind-muscle connection with your lats. These are better done for higher reps, so they aren't as easily overloaded as some of the compound exercises we've covered, but you can always add a rep here and there, and the incredible mind-muscle connection and the deep stretch make up for it, in my opinion. That said, it's fairly common for people to feel their triceps taking over on this exercise, but once you get the hang of the movement and learn how to engage your lats by simply driving your elbows down, I do think they're a great way to get some extra lat isolation volume without causing any total body fatigue. And so I'm gonna put cable lat prayers in 8.
I really like those.
Yeah, I mean, we do those, but we do it for straight bar, which, I mean, involves less of the triceps, which I think is a little better doing straight bar than rope. What do you think?
Doesn't really matter.
You don't think it matters?
Doesn't really matter. The only thing that's better about the rope is you can get a little more range of motion.
Yeah.
Sometimes the bar is going to hit you first.
Here. Now, the dumbbell lat pullover is the same basic movement, except with the dumbbell, you have much more tension on your lats at the bottom and very little tension at the top. Now, this isn't such a bad thing though, because the stretch is most likely the most anabolic part of the range of motion anyway. So as long as you cut out the very top end of the range of motion, I'd also put these in A tier. So out of the S tier list, if I had to crown just one exercise as the best of the best, I think I'd go with a chest supported row. It's just so good for smashing both the lats and the mid-back, and there are so many effective ways to do it. And if I had to pick one exercise as the worst of the worst, it'd probably be the renegade row. As a hypertrophy exercise, there's just...
Pause on the ranking.
You want me to go back, like, on the ranking?
Yeah.
Let me get you.
There you go. All right, so what's your S plus and F minus?
I like the basic wide lat pull downs. I'm basic, but honestly, hot take here. I would probably put, because I've never been a big fan of doing deadlifts on a back day. I would put deadlifts down in F tier. I'd rather all these are pretty garbage as well, especially if you're just going for hypertrophy. But I will pretty much never do a deadlift on a back day. Gotcha. Or I don't deadlift in general. So bench and squat, those are the
probably be...
All right, well, I already stated what my S plus would be. It would be the single arm dumbbell rows.
You mean barbell?
Barbell rows. And then F minus, I mean, all those ones on F are not good. But if I had to choose one, probably the push-up rows, or the plank rows, whatever they're called. I mean,
renegade rows.
Renegade rows. I would never hit those on a back day, and I probably would never hit any of those F tier ones on a back day. But
yeah, I mean, these are really interesting exercises. Yeah, I just pretty much drag this down to here, and I've dragged all these down to F minus. Honestly, I wouldn't even consider them. So I mean, most back exercises are pretty good. Most of them. All right. Anything else you want to react to, or you want to jump into?
Let's just chat for a little bit. What do you want to chat about? Let's chat about... Pretty tired today. I mean, it's a little overcast, so we're trying to...
A little overcast. I mean, we got this whole room all dialed in.
Yeah.
We got the 2 American flags, a comfy thing. We're not in the gym. We have better microphones. Our mics sound way better, which we are stoked about. This guy got the meta glasses, which he's not wearing for some reason.
Meta glasses. Guess I don't need to wear them inside because you've been making fun of me. You get shit from this guy from everything I do. So I mean,
Hey, they're
Just kidding.
they don't have the transition. They don't have the
Hey,
transitioning lenses.
don't care what people say about you. People are gonna say a lot of shit about you. You don't let it bother you.
Don't let it bother you. All right. I know
Some-
it's bothering you, Jacob.
some little words of advice.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Yep. Yes, sir.
All right, Jacob. Let's pull up a verse of the day. How about we dive into verse of the day?
Verse of the day. So what I've been doing is I've been sending my girlfriend a verse every morning, something I read or something that sticks out to me. So what I sent her this morning is 1 Corinthians 3:16 to 17. Don't you know that you yourselves are God's temple and that God's Spirit dwells in your midst? If anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy that person. For God's temple is sacred, and you together are that temple. So, I mean, kind of going back to our last podcast, I mean, saying that your body's your temple. You want to feed it right. You want to work it out right. You want to strengthen it right. I mean, you want to take care of it because, again, we're made in the perfect image of God. So you want to treat your body like that because that's glorifying God, treating your body right.
All right. My verse of the day, I had it planned because this is the first one with the flag and that logo, and we got our phone cases, is going to be Ecclesiastes. I'm going to go 4, 9, and 10. And it's if either one of them falls down, one can help the other up, but pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. I mean, it's basically saying have friends, have friendship, have fellow Christians that can hold you accountable when you are doing the wrong thing and being a bum. You want someone who's going to hold you accountable in all your relationships, ideally. I mean, girlfriend, friend. You want someone who's going to call you out on your shit when you're out of line. Because I mean, if you can't admit when you're wrong, how are you going to grow?
Iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron. Sword to sword. Sword to sword.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
That's what it is.
I wonder if we'll be back on TikTok by next week. Well, that's the goal. We're not on TikTok this time, so we'll just be posting clips.
Yeah, we'll be posting clips on TikTok to get some views on there, but just trying to work to build up our viewer rating on the podcast. I mean, we're going to reach out to, I mean, we're mostly aiming for younger men around, 15 to 25, 30, and
Younger
even older.
males.
I mean, we're just trying to share some wisdom, share some
some wisdom, have a culture of lifting, and we're gonna have other people on this where we
Yeah.
can just chat and hang out. I mean, it's supposed to be pretty mellow, chill podcast, not too anal.
lifting's for anyone. I mean, no matter what age you are, we have a client who brings their 8-year-old son in to lift some weights. I mean, we have clients up to 70 that are.
I think we had someone almost in their 90s at one point recently, but yeah, we got a big
good.
big network of people, a wide variety of people, different different
great.
beliefs.
Great for everyone, no matter what age, no matter gender.
I mean, I know a lot of people hate working out, and that's why we do smart training, which is 2 times a week, slow, time under tension, total body workouts, bringing each muscle to failure. About 10 exercises total is what we do.
Only 25 to 30 minutes. I mean, usually people think going into the gym they need to be in there for an hour and a half. We get full body workout. You feel great after only 25 to 30 minutes.
Now, if you want to be in the gym longer, go for it. And there's obviously, you do more, and then you can come see us for a back day or a chest day or whatever you're working on. But if you really don't want to be in the gym, but you need to, we're there to help you, make it effective, quick, and enjoyable as we can make it, right?
Yep.
because you don't have someone to hold you accountable. You know, how are you? If you hate it and you don't have someone to hold you accountable, you need someone who's gonna kind of walk by your side, walk you through it, walk with you. And if someone likes it, really likes it, is hyping you up, I mean, it makes it probably a little more enjoyable for you, is what I would assume.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we got some new merch. We've been testing out merch every day. So I got.
Hey, you probably won't be able to hear him.
Got the new shorts came in. Get right here.
Don't fall over.
You can see. There we go. Yeah.
Just falls right on the mixer. Yo, fix the angle. You just cut yourself completely out. More, a little more. There you go. That's perfect.
We got some new hats. We got jacket. Christ system.
Christ system.
They'll be on the shop soon.
Who's in the chat right now?
W Dill.
W Dill.
How's it going?
Is that Dilly?
I don't think so.
He's on Kick. What's up? What's up, W Dill on Kick? And we'll be streaming soon eventually on Facebook. We can run up Facebook soon, so we can stream there as well. Yeah, our goal is to stream as many platforms as possible. So we're out there and get people in here enjoying our content.
Yeah.
Enjoying just hanging with us.
And we're gonna post some other content.
We're gonna
post TikTok.
Yeah, with our meta glasses.
Yeah. This guy just needs a lock in, and we'll start posting some more content. Start getting more fun stuff out. I know that sometimes talking can be a little boring, so we need to get some more fun stuff out.
More fun stuff out. Well, we got good information.
Yeah, we got good information.
Good information about science, about sleep, about health, about wellness, and about faith.
Tell me a little bit about your sleep strips.
Our sleep strips, we're gonna be actually restructuring. Just their listing. We're not changing anything on them. They got lavender extract, valerian root, chamomile extract, and what's it called? Melatonin, all in it, and they're raspberry flavored. They go on your tongue, and they're little strips. They're like a Listerine strip almost, is the best way I would describe them. And take them 30 minutes before bed, and they'll help you go to sleep, but you won't get groggy. They're meant to be pretty natural, other than the little bit of melatonin in them. But they're meant to be pretty natural, so you don't wake up groggy and tired the next day.
Yep. It's cool. Now this is.
So what do you think of the flags?
I think the flags are sick. I mean, Second Amendment, hell yeah.
Second Amendment, and we got the American flag, and we got our Brotherhood one. We'll probably get a different flag eventually, and we'll have a neon sign eventually. I ordered back here, so things are ramping up. We just need more talking points, and we want more questions. So
We really come on this podcast and kind of just raw dog it. I mean, we don't even write down anything, which we should start, but we just kind of ideas as
you just gotta talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we gotta
talk it out.
Just figure out stuff to talk about, but
thug it out. We've already been live for 50 minutes. You know that?
Yeah, 12 minutes of setting it up.
12 minutes is set up. It's all good. 12 minutes is set up. We got to do another Goggins style video, because that Goggins style video of you running is getting us a lot of interactions on TikTok, but it's a shame we can't be streaming on TikTok. Meal of the day, Jacob.
Meal of the day. All right, let's go. You got to go for a keto meal, so let's go lemon pepper chicken with cauliflower rice. It's good. My girlfriend made it, and it turned out really good. I recommend it. You got to marinate the chicken and everything, but it's a easy meal, and It always comes out good. Just don't overcook your chicken.
Don't overcook your chicken.
What's your meal of the day?
I'm gonna go pretty darn basic. Let's go a steak, either a ribeye or a New York, so it's fatty, cooked in garlic butter, seasoned in just pretty much garlic salt, so really basic. You can put like A1 or a little bit of sauces, whatever sauces you like on it, just a little bit. Don't overdo the sauces. With green beans that are salted well, so they taste really good. If you know how to make good salted green beans, more garlic salt, and sometimes I put chili lime on them. And a small salad, either regular dressing or ranch. We talked about that earlier. Yeah, I mean, you get your greens, you get your meat, and everything.
Okay, say if you have a $10 minimum to spend at the store, what meal are you making that's a healthy meal that'll get you your protein and what you need for a dinner? $10.
$10.
Yeah, what store would you go to? It's a little hard out here in San Diego, but
You had $10 to make a meal for just one person. I'd go the ground beef route. I'd go ground beef and seasoning, and just get as much ground beef as you can for $10 to get your protein in. That's purely from a lifting standpoint, honestly, and getting your protein in.
okay, I agree. So, do you want to answer this question that we just got? Thoughts on why Americans shoot each other?
Effortless. Why do Americans shoot each other? Well, that's a loaded question. Why do people kill each other? I mean, if you can answer why people get violent at all, then yeah, you could answer that question. It's not a question about guns. It's a question about why are people violent.
A lot of it is stemming out of mental health too, I would say. I mean, I don't think America has done that great with mental health, and I think it's aiding mental health by opening up these transitioning clinics and just this stuff that puts these bad thoughts into especially young. It's mostly the younger generation's age.
I mean, younger generation men, especially, are told. I mean, so commonly, it's okay to be this and that and stay down in the dumps, and it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to go through things, but staying there is the issue. I mean, obviously people have chemical imbalances and this and that, but ultimately, if you don't, for people who can buy, but don't you think it's dangerous for people who are mentally ill to buy guns so easily? I mean, the gun is just a tool, bro. So, I mean, you can talk about that all you want, but if we outlawed guns, it is beyond easy, especially just if you have the right connections to get a gun illegally, which is scary. So, I mean, you get rid of the people who go through the process, and there's an extensive background check. I mean, there's an extensive background check to purchase a gun.
If you look at a lot of the problems with gun violence, a lot of the times it's stemming from either guns that are not registered to the killer or like the parents' guns. That's what I've noticed a lot. I mean, usually it's not registered to the people causing this violence.
Well, if you look at drug trade, I mean, especially here in California, where we're, drug trade in California, a lot of the drugs come imported with weapons, and countless amounts of people who get involved in all this sort of gang violence that goes on and trading these drugs end up with illegal firearms with no serial number from a foreign country. believe it or not, that's actually extremely common. There's a big amount of illegal weapons. So getting rid of guns entirely, I don't think would ever be the answer, because you're basically getting rid of the mentally stable, law-abiding citizens' ability to protect themselves. Because there's scans. I mean, you have to go through an extensive check, and if you've ever been admitted to anything, any sort of mental health issue, whether it be suicide watch, whether it be any sort of medication for chemical imbalances, you can't purchase a gun. I mean, they ask you that. I mean, you can lie, but it takes some time for them to actually fact check your information. There's a bunch of bureaucrats that'll go through and match. I mean, things like your height being off by this much, or you know, and it seems, I mean, European countries have really strict gun laws, and it seems a lot safer. I don't know what European laws are like. I mean, if you want to elaborate more on that, I'm not 100% sure.
Are you from America, Effortless, or are you from a European country? Because, I mean, we don't really do research on European countries about gun laws. I'm not really paying attention to the news or anything, so I don't know what's happening out there. But if you could elaborate a little bit more on that, I mean, that'd be helpful. We appreciate you for your questions. Definitely making us think.
I do know there's a significant amount of illegal firearms in Europe. I don't know. Can you legally purchase a firearm in Europe or no? I know you guys have really strict. I thought you couldn't purchase a firearm in Europe, but I could be mistaken. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with European laws.
I mean, I haven't even been to Europe before. I don't think you have either.
No, I've never been to Europe.
Yeah, I mean, the farthest I went out of America is probably Mexico, and that was a long time ago. So, but I mean, a trip out there would be sick.
Yeah, experience the world a little more than just the States.
Yeah, I mean, California kind of sucks. I mean, we have a beach. We drive 20 minutes to the beach, and that's cool and stuff. But I mean, we don't really agree with the laws and regulations out here, and we don't really care for the government. Newsom, but besides that, I mean,
Good old Governor Newsom.
Besides that, I mean, it's pretty cool to have a beach around, and then drive an hour away. Then you have the desert that you could ride motorcycles. I used to ride motorcycles a lot out there. Yes, there is a lot.
Yes, there's a lot of homeless people in California.
And Newsom has not done anything really to help that, and he hasn't done great. I mean, with these fires that happened in LA, he's hardly given aid to the people who lost their homes. So, and yeah, I mean, he hasn't done a good job of homelessness or giving aid to where it needs to go.
Yo, what's up? What's up, fluffy girl? Fluffy girl. Dang, we got some people who have been hanging out.
But I mean, there's other reasons than just the government on why there's so much homeless people. But he's one of the biggest parts to it, I would say.
Yeah, what's up? What's your question?
So if you guys are interested, we're personal trainers out in California, and we're starting a podcast to get our brand out there a little bit more,
Yeah.
and just talk about our streams, and we'll talk about other stuff. I mean, political, religious. Twins ever realized one of them was unplanned?
Dude, that's actually so foul. Imagine a
I honestly never thought of it that way, but
dude. All right, let's talk trend twins. Which one was the unplanned one? I'm sorry, it's probably Chris.
yeah, probably.
It's
I would
probably
think so.
Chris.
Yeah.
Mike's too manic for that, but yeah, it was probably Chris. That's a crazy question.
That's a deep question.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm not a twin.
Yeah, good thing we're not. No, we're not twins.
No, I mean.
What? We're not twins at all.
Uh-uh.
I know we're both wearing black tank tops, but no, we're not.
Yeah, we
twins.
kind of matched a little bit, a little sus, but
Little sus.
No, we're not
Accidental
twins.
match. Yeah,
Brother-
this is the Christ system. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's our clothing.
brothers from another mother.
Who is W Dill? I feel like he's a bot, but no, we are not twins. I wonder if Effortless is still here. He was asking some pretty thought-provoking questions. I
Yeah.
liked it.
I want to know where he was from. Cool.
Good. Where's I'm assuming he's from Europe, because I mean.
Well, if you guys are interested in some cool merch or flag like this, go to Tri-Systems Shop, trisystemshop.com.
Yeah, you're pretty disappointed.
What are we disappointed about? That we're not twins?
That we're not twins. No. We're definitely not twins. I don't know how that was picked up, but no, we're not twins.
Because we're both white.
Yeah, I mean,
Nah, I'm just kidding.
yeah, maybe.
I'm just
Maybe
kidding.
it's, well, no, you're darker than me.
I get kind of screwed by this lighting, though. I look very...
Yeah, we should definitely change up the lighting a little bit in here. I think I'm pretty sure I can dim them down a little bit. But yeah, we'll definitely mess with the lighting a little bit in here. Dang, he was asking some thought-provoking questions. Let's continue off of that. A lot of the stuff that Newsom's done is, well, I thought, wow, these dudes cool, must have tons of followers, but it turns out I'm kind of let down by the community for not. Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, that's very nice.
Well, get us out there. I mean...
Get us out there. Share us.
Yep.
Follow
share
us. Follow us. We're on everything. We're the Brotherhood Brief is our podcast, but we're Tri-System branded. So that's our gym, our clothing brand. That's our everything brand, pretty much. So
Yeah, we're gym in San Diego. We do private personal training. This company's been at it for how many years?
oh, thanks for the follower. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
becoming a
thank
new
you.
follower. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we like challenging people, and we like seeing better in people. I mean,
Yeah, we love it when our clients succeed and they grow.
both physically and mentally, and we're usually pretty good at achieving their goals.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of clients who have grown a lot with their time with us, and they come see us, and it's very rewarding for us to see them thrive with either them hitting a PR or in no way.
All right, let's do it.
All right, ready? There we go. All right. Yeah, but we got a lot of clients that have succeeded, and it's very rewarding. Definitely blessed to do what we do.
All right. I think we're looking towards the end of the stream. What do you think? You want to keep going, or?
Left dude is insane. Yeah, he's insane. I know.
Is that me?
Yeah, you're on the. I think
Oh,
you're on the left.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
'cause
sure.
I'm right. I'm right in person, but probably on the screen it's inverted. So I'm
It's
left.
inverted.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I try really hard. So what happens when you work out every day and you take
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. And we
Brotherhood.
also have a sisterhood supplement on Tri-System Shop, and it's worked
Yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah, it has. It's in our link tree, which should be there on our Twitch. We've been setting up everything. We're on Kick and we're on YouTube right now as well. So you can find us either at Tri-System or at the Brotherhood Brief. So yeah,
ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think we're ready to. Well,
Yeah, keep having questions. Let's keep going longer. I've been hitting the gym for. I started in like 2018. I'm 19, so I started around. What was that? 15, 14, 13. But I didn't hit it a bunch. I went with my dad. I went early in the mornings with my dad before school. Then once COVID happened, I didn't want to sit around and do nothing, so I started being more on top of it about my gains and very consistent. And then I've been pretty consistent from 2020 to 2025. Yeah, I'm 19. But I've probably the most consistent I've been was 2023 to 2025.
yeah, he's been lifting for a long time. Yeah.
Just hope to grow more.
Hope to grow more. Yeah.
But I appreciate you for
Coming
seeing
on.
it, and coming on, and because it's a lot of hard work.
And asking the questions and keeping us engaged because we were running out of talking points.
Yeah, we were.
running.
We were. Thank you.
We were running out of
Thank you,
talking points
appreciate it.
towards the end. So
Yeah.
yeah, and we appreciate you following. I think you're our first follower on Twitch. And then we got some cheap followers. Someone's trying to sell followers. Remove the space. I don't know what that is. Oh, awesome. That's great.
Awesome. Yeah, it also helps the diet too.
Yeah, nutrition's a big factor
Yeah.
there when it comes to the weight loss.
Keto, which is high fat and high protein. 0 carbs or low carbs.
Low
That's
carb.
what helps a lot with
With the cuts.
losing weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, running helps too.
Yes.
I mean, you don't need to like go outside and run. You just use a treadmill at the gym and run for 15, 30 minutes. Even walking is just as useful.
And suddenly my toe thought it was
Oh,
time.
you tripped?
Yeah. I mean, those little cracks in the pavement. Sometimes you just go down. That's good. Yeah, jogging's perfect. I mean, especially to burn extra calories.
Yeah, agree. Something we need to do a little bit more is run, but
What do
yeah.
you mean? What do you mean you run like Goggins?
Yeah. Should run a little bit more, but yeah, it's cool. Uh-oh. What do? You do upper body while you resting your legs. I mean, you could always do an alternative to make sure you're on track and you don't lose the gains that you've been working on.
Yeah.
We have clients who.
Oh, you broke your toe. What, you tripped or what happened? You stubbed it or? Dang. All right. Well, you can definitely still do, I don't do some upper body while you're at it. And there's also at certain gyms there's upper body cardio machines. They're little bikes that you can do if you really want to keep the cardio going. I know it's discouraging, especially after you break a toe and all that. That can be pretty discouraging, hard mentally.
Are you ready to wrap this up?
All right, yeah, we gotta wrap this up. We got an important business dinner we gotta go on. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And neither. Sorry.
Yep, neither. Thank
All
you,
right.
bro.
All right. Well, thank you for joining, and we're live every Wednesday and Friday. So share it. All right. Later.